Just that tip alone could be worth the trip to Puerto Rico. Your fear is not a good enough reason not to take action. I want to give you the tool to actually get your message out there. I actually want to share something with you that I haven't shared publicly on a stage before.
He's one of the smartest guys on YouTube. Listen to what he says. So, ladies and gentlemen, Evan Carmichael is in the house. Let's go. Give him a round of applause for Puerto Rico.
Thanks for the love, man. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you.
I love it. He's one of the smartest guys on YouTube. Listen to what he says.
All right.
Go, buddy.
Okay, so keep standing, keep standing, keep standing.
I'll take some notes.
Just keep standing. I want you to put both hands up like this. Both hands up like this. I want you to find 3 people, say you're a leader, baby, and give them a high 10. There you go. I love it. I love it. Amazing. I see a lot of overachievers who give a lot more than 3 high fives or high 10s. I love it. It's great. Okay. How many of you guys were at Phoenix and saw my presentation? Okay, a lot. Wow, great. Welcome back. So I'm gonna go quickly through the content that I covered there, but I want to go deeper with you guys here. I want to give you more advanced level tactics, some of the things I talked to Brendan about backstage, because it's important you guys get your message out. I also want to hopefully get to Q&A because in a small room like this, it's great to be able to get really tactical. So if you have a question in your head that you really want an answer to, now is not the time to hold back. We got to get to it because we got to get your message out there to the world. I want your message to matter and reach people. Brendan yesterday talked about being an icon, right? Being an icon. Who wants to be an icon? Right? We got icons in the house. I want to give you the tool to actually get your message out there. Who has a message that the world needs to hear? Right? Give me a heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. There you go. I'm going to give you the tool to do it. Right now, 2020, it's YouTube. I'm going to break down how to actually do it. But before that, I actually want to share something with you that I haven't shared publicly on a stage before, and I'm actually a little scared about it. Can I do that? Yes. We got a safe space here. I'm not pulling your leg. I've never talked about this. I'm really introverted. It doesn't come across, right? But I am. I'm really introverted. I don't talk to people on the airplane next to me. Is Justin in the house? There's Justin. So I sat next to Justin on the airplane on the way down. So usually I just tell it as a theoretical example, but I actually sat next to somebody on the airplane, Justin, and he's trying to make small talk, and I wasn't trying to be rude, small talk makes me anxious. Like, it gives me crazy anxiety. And so I remember everything he said. I remember he woke up at 4 a.m. to catch a 6 a.m. flight, to get in at 2 a.m. here with me. He likes his coffee decaf with 1 sugar and 1 cream. He has a black leather Toomey bag. And so, I remember all this stuff, but we didn't really talk. That's pretty much all we talked about on this 5-hour flight down from Newark to here. And so I just get super anxious when doing small talk and networking. At the same time, I'm scared to make videos. So on my YouTube channel right now, have you guys watched some of my videos on YouTube? Okay, decent. All right. I've got 6,000 videos recorded on my YouTube channel. 2 million subscribers, 300 million views, all organic. I'm the organic guy. These guys are pros at paid ads. I'm not fantastic at that, but organic, I'm your guy. And I still get afraid to turn on the camera and press record. 6,000 videos later, because I want to be an icon too, and I want to get my message out. And every video that I make, I want it to be the best I've ever done. But I'm still afraid to go out and make the content. Being on stage always gives me crazy anxiety, right? I was speaking a couple weeks ago in Whistler, and the speaker before me was David Goggins. You know David Goggins? He's like the most intense human alive, crazy Navy SEAL ninja. And then the guy after me was football player Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was out. So it's like David Goggins, me, Peyton Manning. All right, right? Like boom, 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 right? And in all honesty, last year when I spoke at Growth, I had the biggest panic attack of my life backstage. It's 10 minutes before going live. There's this big wind up and lead up and just bring me out, I can't wait to go. And my heart's going like crazy, and I just forgot how I was going to start my presentation, right? I just blanked. Have you guys had that happen where you're about to get on a call or a presentation and you had it all down, you practiced 1,000 times, but then you just go blank? Great, that was me. just before about to come up and speak to, a couple thousand people. It was the first time I met Brendan. So, he invited me out. We connected through Ethan. It was the first time I met him. He was doing an interview backstage, and he said, hey, Evan, I'm going to end my interview because I want to make sure that I'm watching your presentation. Like, oh my gosh, come on, really? Can't you just have a coffee or something backstage? But it's great. And he's going to give me feedback. Like, oh my God, okay, I'm ready for the feedback. And so I get on stage and do my thing. But just before that, what got me over it was I took a little peek behind the curtain, and I saw a bunch of you guys. And I reminded myself that I'm not here for me. I'm here for you. Right? Don't be so selfish. Right? Yeah, you can clap that up. It's not about me, it's about the message. And so the reason why, and even this lead up here, I'm sitting backstage, Ethan's calming me down because my heart's going crazy. Brendan is talking about the genius ideas that I told him backstage, oh my God, Brendan, look at the setup. Oh, I better deliver. And I tell you this because I've seen a lot of people from the Arizona event. I got stopped a lot over the past couple days, and they said, Evan, I loved your speech. It was amazing. Oh, thank you. Did you start your channel? Where is it? It's oh, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm what? That was how many months ago? You loved my speech, but what happened? And at the end of the day, it's just fear. You can come up with a really logical reason why you haven't posted yet, but really you're afraid that it's not perfect. You're afraid that nobody's going to watch it. You're afraid that people are going to watch it. You're afraid you don't know the technology, you don't know the gear, you don't know the team. You're just afraid, and we cover it with the reason why we can't do it, right? But really it's just fear. And so I wanted to share my fear with you because you might look at Dean and Brendan and all these mentors that you have, and they come on stage and they just look amazing. And you're like, well, I can never be like that. But at least for my story, I'm always scared. Right? I'm always playing anxious and nervous. I think if you don't have anything that makes you anxious or nervous in your life, then you hate your life. Right? Because then you're just staying inside your comfort zone. You know exactly what to do. You're photocopying your life over and over and over again. And so life isn't about having no fears. It's about conquering the fears. What Dean said yesterday about having the courage to jump out of the helicopter, right? To be on the edge here of the helicopter or the plane and say, I'm going to jump, to have the courage to do that. That's what you guys need to do. And why I share it is because the biggest reason why you guys aren't taking the action on the most logical opportunity, the biggest opportunity in front of your face right now is just because of fear. One guy stopped me, Chris. Is Chris here? Chris, come on up. I want to have Chris come up. You give him a hand. Come on, Chris. Can we get a mic? Can we get a mic for Chris? So Chris stopped me yesterday. We'll get this for you. Chris from Orlando, right?
No, my last name is Orlando.
Oh, your last name's
Chris Orlando.
Chris
I just
Orlando.
happen to be.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm never from Orlando.
Got it. So where are you from?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, great. Chris stopped me yesterday and said, hey, I love your event. I love the speech. It was amazing. I asked him, did you start your channel? And you said?
I was the example he just gave a few minutes ago. He's like, I'm like, no. And he goes, why not?
And so I told him, you have to post a video, right? Go out on the balcony, go out on the beach, something. Just go out and record a video. How long have you been wanting to make a YouTube channel?
I think when I looked this morning at the video that I put in my library.
Unlisted, yeah.
Unlisted was 3 years ago.
And how long before that did you think about it?
Probably 2 years in front of that.
So 5 years of wanting to start a channel, kind of starting, but making it unlisted 3 years ago.
Super safe.
Right? To then yesterday, what?
So yesterday you were like, I may call you up on stage tomorrow. That worked really well as a motivator.
At least he's in the room, right? You could have left.
I could have.
Yeah, that's great.
So what I did is last night I'm like, and this sounds really bad, but I did not remember Evan's last name. So yeah. I'm like, YouTube guru. That doesn't bring up Evan. So I searched, I finally found, and I watched one of his videos. It talks about the 2% difference.
Yeah.
And it's super simple, and so I was like, all right, I need to do it. 2%, just shoot the video. So I went down this morning, shot a video, posted it on my channel, and saw him and was like, oh, by the way, don't call me up on stage because I posted it.
And here you are, tell the story.
And here I am telling the story.
He posted it. Clap that up. Clap that up. How do you feel?
I felt kind of dumb. Seriously, because I was like, man, what was I really worried about?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
got videos in their queue? Who's got a lot of videos in their queue? Post them.
So we talked. Yeah, clap that up.
It's that simple.
Clap that up.
Absolutely.
I stopped him during the day yesterday at his table. He was over there last time. And I said, hey, have you done your video yet? And he's like, no, not yet. Baby steps.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I think I passed out when he said that.
Taking
He goes,
baby steps.
big steps. And I'm
He's
like,
like, we don't do baby steps here, ladies and gentlemen. Right? This isn't the low expectations mastermind. Right?
it's definitely not the low performance mastermind.
Right?
100%.
High performance
100%.
mastermind. What are we here to do, right? So triggers. I love using triggers. And actually, you know what, Chris, thank you so much. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate you, man. Clap it up for please.
I love you.
We'll get the mic back to Mel. Yeah. So triggers. Baby steps is a trigger. Scary, difficult, or hard. Anytime you hear yourself using those words in an email, in a thought process, you immediately say, no, I do scary. I love difficult. I embrace hard. Your fear is not a good enough reason not to take action. You like that? That's a good one? All right. Say it again. I don't remember what I said. I'm trying to just not freak out and pass out on stage here right now. I think it was your fear is not a good enough reason not to take action, right? Okay. Write it down so I don't have to say it again. Whew. Got it. Moving on. So, if you're afraid, like if the reason is you're afraid, and you can catch it, because most of the time we'll disguise it under some logical reason, because there's tons of logical reasons. You know what you're doing, you know the gear, you know the team, all of this stuff. I'll do it next month, I'll do it, in a week. Man, in a week it's 2030, right? Like, you do it now. You get an idea. The worst thing you can do is catch yourself saying, I'm scared, and then not immediately jumping into that thing. Because you're teaching yourself, the conversation in your head is, I suck. I'm afraid, so I'm going to play small. I'm afraid I'm going to stay small. And you've conditioned yourself that when you're afraid, you stay small. You need to do the opposite. I'm afraid, I'm going to do it. I'm afraid, I go. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I like that. So, now let's dive into YouTube. You're an icon. You want to spread a message. You have a mission that matters, that you need to reach people. YouTube has to be, if that's what you want to build, if that's your ambition, YouTube has to be a key part of your marketing focus this year and beyond. And there's a couple of main reasons why. Okay? I'll use a whiteboard. I like this. I never use a whiteboard in my presentations, but I kind of feel like I get to be Dean Graziosi for a day. Right? So let's do it. Let's see how good my handwriting is. Okay, 1. The content lives forever. It's the only platform. Can you read that? That looks pretty good. It's the only platform where your content lives forever. Forever. A video that you make right now in 5 years is still getting you views, subscribers, traffic, momentum, awareness, email signups, lead generation. It's the only platform. Not Instagram, not Facebook, not Snap, none of them. People don't care what you posted yesterday on Instagram, let alone a week ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. The videos that you make today, the video that Chris recorded today, his first video, in 5 years will still be getting him attention, leads, influence, if he stays consistent on it. Listen, it's great. You should love that. I've kept every video on my channel up. I have 6,000 plus videos on my channels. My very first one, I'm nervous. I mean, I've had a lot of practice now, so I can handle my anxiety and push through it. But in that first one, I'm in a suit. I'm sitting down. I'm sweating and trying to memorize my lines. I got this suit and tie on, and it sucks. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. It's like, you can go back and watch it. I kept them all up. I didn't unlist anything. So you can go back and see the journey, because it was a long-ass journey for me. It doesn't have to take you that long. You probably have a lot more natural skills already than what I do and what I had. And you might ask yourself, well, why? Why, if it causes you so much anxiety and stress and trauma every time you got to go and do something like this, why do it? Why bother? Why not just do something else? Because my purpose demands it. Right? My purpose demands that I be courageous. My purpose demands that I do things that make me afraid. My purpose demands that I go off and reach people, because your purpose comes from your pain. Whatever the most painful moment in your life was, your purpose is to help other people currently facing that get over it. And there's lots of people who currently are what you used to be, and they need help. And you may not be totally out of the hole, you're still climbing, but there's a lot of people who are still at step number 1. And in you, they see hope. And so even in me sharing the introvert story and the anxiety, I'm hoping to reach the introvert, anxious people here in this room. Not Justin, because he's got his stuff down. Where's Justin again? Oh, he's over there. Because hopefully that inspires a little bit of hope in you that, hey, if Evan can do it, I can too. So your YouTube content lives forever. I was showing Brendan a video backstage, is probably what he was geeking out about, where I made this video 5 years ago. 5 years ago I made this video, and it's still now getting me 250-ish views a day, organic. Every day, 200 to 300 views a day, every day for 5 years, right? Organic, no paid, nothing. I made a tweak to the thumbnail, changed the thumbnail up a little bit, and now we're hitting 6,000 to 12,000 a day on a 5-year-old video. Organic, right? Now, that doesn't happen all the time. Does not happen across all 6,000 of my videos. But I didn't change any of the content. I just tweaked the packaging on it, and it made a huge difference. You can do the same thing with your content, but it doesn't happen unless you're making it. So don't treat YouTube like you treat Instagram and Facebook and Snap. Those things perish. They go rotten in the fridge, right? This lasts forever. That's why YouTube needs to be a big part of your marketing plan, too. You make money. Who wants to make more money? Yeah. Right? YouTube pays you to make content. There's a minimum bar to get into their partner program. I forget what it is, 4,000 subscribers or something. Maybe 1,000 subscribers. What's that? 1,000? 1,000 subscribers, right? That's achievable. If you're going to be an icon, I think we should have at least 1,000 subscribers, right? You may not have it yet, but we're building towards it. This is what we want our next decade to look like, right? YouTube is the only platform that pays you to make content. So YouTube is owned by Google. They have millions of people who are advertising on the platform. You heard Brendan talk about how he's spending money on YouTube ads. He could be spending money and paying you, right? That'd be pretty cool. They have a giant team. I get pumped whenever I see a Brendan ad on one of my videos. Hey, it's great. Money in my pocket. Let's go. YouTube will keep 30% of everything made, and you keep the 70%. They have a giant sales force of people out there telling people to spend more money on ads, right? Why not spend them on your videos? Instagram's not going to pay you. Facebook's not going to pay you. Snap's not going to pay you. None of them are going to pay you. Now, you can say, well, I can get brand deals, and I get exposure, and I can promote my book and e-course. Great, you can do all that on YouTube, too. And they'll pay you. The difference is YouTube takes a little bit longer to get going. You need to have the instant gratification of, oh my gosh, I only got 7 views, this isn't working, I'm going to stop. But YouTube is the long play. If you told me, I want to be out of my business in 6 months and move on to something else, then don't go on YouTube. It's too much effort, too much work. But if you have a mission, if you want to be an icon, you have a purpose that has to reach people, you're still spending the same message and trying to spread it in 5 years, you have to be on YouTube. You just have to. It's the only place, again, where your content lives forever and that pays you. And the third thing, I want everybody to write this down, if you haven't written these two. Audience, even if you have no interest in YouTube yet, you think I'm talking French up here, write it down anyway, because in a year when you decide to get on YouTube, this is going to blow your mind. Audience, retention, curve. Okay? Audience, retention, curve. Write that down. You don't know what it means yet? Maybe just write it down. Brendan said he wanted me to go a little more advanced with you guys and to push you. And if it was over your head, just keep pushing. So we're going to do it. Okay? Audience, retention, curve. What this shows you is where people are leaving your video. Okay? Who actually knows what this is, audience, retention, curve already? Okay, decent. So like almost half the room, quarter of the room. So how do we do this? I'm going to give you guys something. People know what this is. I'm going to give you something. Okay. This is the audience retention curve. How does Dean do this? How do you not like block people? Do you like keep rotating sides? Just go on this side, but this is like this. Great. Hey, it's great. It's like when you have to do the blind drawing and you think you did a great stick man and it's just a total mess. Okay, great. Okay, audience retention curve will look something like this. Where at the beginning of a video, here, this is 100%. You got 100% of the people who are at the start of the video watching the video. And then over time, it drops. And what this represents is people leaving the video. They're not watching you anymore, right? They've tuned out. So by the time you get to the end of the video, you're not going to have 100% of the people watching, right? Sometimes your curve will look like this. Sometimes it'll look like this, right? So you've just lost like 20% of the people in the first 10 seconds. Whenever you see a drop like this, that sucks, right? Like, fix that, right? Whatever you did, whatever you said, however you open your video, you got to stop doing that. But it gives you feedback to say, wow, I really sucked there, but after, this is pretty good, right? Sometimes you'll see moments in the curve that is straight. What that means is nobody left. That's pretty sweet, right? So maybe from like the 1 minute mark to the 2 minute mark, almost nobody left. You have a flat line. So I'm keeping these people. This is good. Whatever you did there, awesome, right? Like, keep doing that. That's something to learn from, right? Keep that up. And then sometimes you'll see it actually go up like that. It's like, well, how is that possible? Like, what happened? Yeah. The most often reason is either going forward or they rewound. They rewound to watch it again. Like, whatever you said was so amazing that they skipped all this stuff, and then they heard something like, what? And then rewound to say, what did she say? What did he say? They want to watch it again. This gives you great content to say, wow, when I say this, it really pops. And whatever I do here, that really sucks. YouTube has the best analytics of all the platforms, and then what you do is you take this content, you watch it, you cut that as a 45-second Instagram video. Right? Brilliant? Hey! Good. There we go. Oh, we're getting some haze from the back, too. This is it. So you don't have to think and think about what clip is going to pop on Instagram. It gives you the data. Dang. All right. Make your trip to Puerto Rico worth it? Yeah. All right. Good. My beautiful artwork is. This is fantastic. So that's what you want to have in the back of your mind is YouTube is long form. Right? We're not posting 45-second videos on YouTube. It's long form. It teaches you the skill to be able to communicate over a longer period of time. We'll dive into how long videos should be and all of that, but you're thinking long form from YouTube, and then you're going to cut it to the other platforms. And you use data to help you make that decision. I love making data-driven decisions. Right? Everything I'm telling you is based off of a lot of data. We do more split testing on my channel than anybody I've ever met. Right now, we have 320-ish different split tests happening concurrently on YouTube, and over 1,700 completed split tests. So everything I'm giving you is based off of data that I've used on my channel and actually works. So when you're looking at this, that's fire content, this sucks. A metric that I'd be looking for is 70%, let me put this back on this page, at 1 minute. 70% at 1 minute. I'm going to write it here. Whoop, whoop. Did I kill the marker? 70% at 1 minute. That may seem like an easy number. 1 minute in, 70%, that's super easy. I could do that. I've only lost 30% of the people. You'd be surprised. That's a super challenging number to hit. I've looked at channels where it's 20% at 1 minute. 50% is okay. But if you start hitting 60 or 70, YouTube's going to blow up that video. And so learning how to capture people's attention in the first minute and then keep them with value is going to be the thing that will help make your career, make your impact, and spread your message on YouTube. This is the why. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me talk to you quickly about some of the hows that I found really, really, really work right now. 1, 10-minute videos. Okay? You want to write this down? Yes? Okay. I like the whiteboard, clipboard. This is fun. This is great. I've never used, I call it a whiteboard. I've never used this on stage. Okay, we're going to go red. Okay. 10-minute videos. 10-minute videos. People often say, bless you, can I teach you something? The world's quietest sneeze. Have we talked about this? The people who came to Arizona may have seen it. The world's quietest sneeze. I'm always waiting for someone to sneeze in my presentations so I can teach this. Okay. So when you sneeze, you go, oh, and then shoo, right? And it's nasty, and you're trying to cover it up and in your sleeve or whatever, hopefully, right? Not on your neighbor or anything next to you. Okay, so the trick is you still go, but just before the chew comes, you take all the air out of your lungs. Okay, so you go, it works. It works. Just that tip alone could be worth the trip to Puerto Rico. Okay? So it's hard to catch though, because it's split second, because you go, right? So it's, okay? This is science-backed. It works. If anybody manages to do it, like raise your hand. I want to see it happen. You have to do because if you don't do the breathe in, it's not satisfying. It's a fake sneeze, right? You're just stopping the sneeze. So you still have to do just take all the air out of your lungs, and then you'll impress yourself. So, yeah, try it. Try it at home. Somebody throw pepper on her or something just to see if we can get it going. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, 10-minute videos. YouTube loves long-form content. People will often say, Instagram and YouTube and social media, people have really short attention spans, right? People won't watch a long video. And that's true what YouTube used to be. YouTube used to be these really short, kind of funny meme clips, somebody, their cat, or a man falls down some stairs, or something really stupid. That's not what YouTube is anymore. And if you go to your own YouTube homepage, just go to youtube.com, see how many videos there are that are 2 minutes or under. Almost none. The only short videos that do well are trailers. New Star Wars movie comes out, it just goes super viral. Music videos. Why? Because, bless you, I don't have a coughing trick, I apologize. Sneezing is the only one. Music videos, because people are refreshing the song. I want to hear it again, I want to hear it again, I want to hear it again, right? I got to keep hearing that song over and over again. Chances are with a thought leadership video, with you guys sharing your expertise, they're not going to say, I can't wait to hear that 10 times today, right? It's probably not going to happen. So thought leadership videos, we want to look at the 10-minute mark. Plus, YouTube loves promoting long-form content. The other reason is, if it's 10 minutes plus, YouTube will sometimes run a mid-roll ad. So for those of you who care about the number 2 on the last slide of making money, YouTube picks when they show ads. They're not always going to show ads. It depends on the person's history and how much time they're spending on it. But if it's 10 minutes or longer, YouTube will sometimes play a mid-roll ad. So you can have an ad potentially before your video, in the middle of the video, and after the video. If it's 9 minutes and 59 seconds, you're not going to get the mid-roll ad. So you want to aim for 10-minute plus videos. This marker got stuck. Okay, we're going blue. Blue. Okay? 10-minute videos. Second, schedule, I want 1 to 3 times a week. 1 to 3 times a week. If you're doing it once a week, that's the bare minimum. If you're under once a week, it's going to be really hard to get traction. Even Chris was saying, I got more. Can I post them now? Should I keep posting them? You don't need to post 4 in a day. Let's book them and schedule them out, right? 1 to 3 times a week. 1 is the minimum. 3, I would say, is ideal. I would love for you to get to daily. But when I say daily, people are already freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't even made one. It's been 5 years of me wanting to make a single video, and now you want me to do one every day? Are you crazy? You nuts, Carmichael? Right? That's not happening. So 1 to 3. Let's stick in the 1 to 3 range as a bare minimum for you guys to get started. What I would encourage you to do, though, one of the biggest reasons why people are not creating videos is because you're spending too much time on the technical side of it. You're spending 20 minutes recording a video and then 4 hours editing the video. Does that make sense? You're training the wrong skill. If you want to be a video editor, amazing. These guys filming, I love them. I respect. Their videos better look fire. Your videos, I care about what's in here. You're a thought leader. You got ideas that can change the world, save my life. I don't care how great an editor you are. I want you to flip that equation. Instead of 20 minutes editing, 20 minutes speaking and 4 hours editing, you flip it. 4 hours speaking and 20 minutes editing. Because that skill set that you develop will serve you for life. You're going to be a thought leader and icon for life, right? This isn't just something for 2020. So the ability to communicate in front of a camera will serve you for life. In 2040, when we're all hologramming into each other's rooms and all, it's still you talking to a camera, right? The skill set serves you for life. And so don't worry as much about the editing and the fancy graphics and the music. It doesn't matter. It's not why people are following you. They want to learn what's in here. So Chris's video is he's sitting on the beach. Sitting on the beach, takes out his phone, film, post, talking about learning, right? It's a good video. It's not 10 minutes, but we didn't talk about that yet. So now you know for the next one. 10 minutes. How do you get to 10 minutes? You are a deep well of knowledge. You're a deep well of knowledge. Take me deeper into the problem. You're making a video about a problem. So you tell me a powerful opinion. Then you tell me a story. And then you tell me how to get out of it. Give me your practical tips and advice. That's an easy 10-minute video. Just take me deeper, right? Deep well of knowledge. Pull it out. I want to talk about how you start. Most people suck at the start of their video. Chris, give me the thumbs up at the back. Okay, most people start a video like this. Hey, it's me, Chris. Welcome back. I'm so pumped to be here. Wow, I've got a new, really exciting topic that I want to tell you about. I can't wait to. No, gone. Goodbye. Everybody's left. Right? 83 to 87% of the people who view my videos today are not subscribed to my channel. That means you're growing. If you're only talking to the people who currently subscribe to your channel, you're talking to a tiny audience and you're shrinking because they're not all going to watch every video. So even at my size, and if I look at Brendan and Dean's their channel, it's going to be something similar. 80% plus of people who watch your videos are not subscribed to you. So starting a video saying, hey, welcome back? I don't even know who you are. Right? Like when I came up on stage, Brendan said, hey, who remembers Evan from Phoenix? Great. But if I came to Phoenix as the first time, I said, hey, welcome back, Evan Carmichael. I was like, who is this guy? Right? That's how we often start too many of our videos. Instead, all of that preamble, all of that junk talk at the beginning is burying your deep level of knowledge. So what you want to do is lead with a powerful opinion. What do you believe that other people don't believe? What are you telling your clients that when they hear you, their eyes bug out? Lead with a powerful opinion that stops me in my tracks. Just like all of you who are writing your sales letters, you lead with a powerful opinion, right? You lead with a statement. If you wrote a website that said, hey, welcome back, it's me, and I'm so excited to tell you about the... People are leaving. So it's the stuff that you may already know or may have already heard, or for the experienced marketers, you would never do this in an email marketing campaign. You would never put in your subject line, hey, it's me, welcome back. Right? You got to hook them. So apply what you already know about marketing and bring it to YouTube. Your first sentence has to be powerful. The first 10 seconds, first 5 seconds of your video have to hook me or I'm not going to watch. Right? That's why your audience retention curve tanks. The intro sucks. And then in terms of a content strategy, and I want to get to your questions because that's where I love it the most. Content strategy. Brendan, yesterday, we're just kind of brainstorming, what's everyone going to talk about? What do you want me to talk about today, Brendan? Or it ended up being the next day. He said, talk about vlogging, because so many people should be vlogging. Even myself, I should be vlogging more. I said, that's cool. I'm happy to talk about vlogging, and if anybody wants to talk about it, we can go deep into it. But I would actually rather talk about coaching and consulting. Whatever you want to make money doing, show me the process of you doing it. Does that make sense? Kind of? I heard like one yes. Everybody's taking notes maybe. Whatever you make money doing, show me the process of you doing it. So when Dean asked who wants to sell a course, everybody put their hands up except 3 people, and then he said, we're going to convert you anyway. Right? You guys are experts. You're geniuses. Right? Who in here is either the best in the world at what they do, among the best, or have the ability to be the best in the world at what they do? Everybody. Should be. It's why you're high-performance mastermind. Right? So show me. Show me how great you are at what you do. Take me through the process. One of the things that I've been actually pushing Brendan and Dean on is showing the one-on-ones. There was a great moment yesterday where Dean was here, and it became an intervention. Right? About... what was the topic? It was about having what's the word? imposter syndrome, where they actually said, well, you actually should have imposter syndrome, and then help them find another path, right? And Dean did a magical thing halfway through the intervention, because it was taking longer. Everybody was just asking a simple question. This became like, I am going to help you and change your life, right? Halfway through, he said to the room, hey guys, just making sure that this is bringing value to everybody, right? Are you guys seeing value in this? And you all said, yeah, we're learning a lot through this. I said, Dean, that's what you got to film and put up on YouTube. As an extra little kind of bonus push, Dean and Brendan are sitting backstage right now. If they made a channel, either combined or on their own, that was just, let's say, a once-a-week coaching video, where you see somebody come up and then they change their lives, would you watch that channel? Yes. Right? Can we get a Dean and Brendan make the videos? Okay. Let's do it all together on count of 3. Dean and Brendan make the videos, okay? 1, 2, 3. Dean and Brendan make the videos. All right. Okay. Hopefully I get invited back. I don't know. I'm still very anxious about all this. So you're the expert at what you do, right? Whatever your field is, you are the expert. You have Dean Graziosi, Brendan Burchard level talent at something. And you do it every day in your business helping people. That's what I want to see come out. The other big advantage of that is that you don't have to do any work. You just show up. You don't have to worry about how you talk into the camera and how weird it is that you're just talking into a phone or a camera and there's nobody here to actually help. You just show up. You don't have to prepare anything. You're just doing what you normally do. I think it's one of the biggest opportunities in the thought leadership space. Everybody's just talking to the camera, and nobody's actually showing me the result. What you want to do is show somebody who gets the aha moment. Like, you're talking to people every day. You're meeting your clients. You're talking to them on the phone, Instagram Lives, whatever you're doing. And there's moments where their eyes go, oh, wow, really? I didn't know that was possible. That's what I want you to capture on video and share. Because people will see themselves in that person. Say, wow, if she could do it for him, maybe she could do it for me too. He's on my Instagram or something. I recognize that voice. That guy talks too much.
Do you film a coaching event? Or, how do you do that?
So there's a couple ways to do it. It's a great question.
Or do you just coach the camera?
No, don't coach the camera.
Don't coach the camera.
That's a second type of video. So there's the talking head video. There's a video where you look into the camera and you're saying, here's my message for you today, guys, and you tell a story, and you give me actionable advice, and that's a 10-minute video, right? Your powerful opinion, give me more context, raise the stakes, tell me a story, address any hedges that they might have, any issues of why they can't follow through, and then give me the tips on what to do. Call to action next. I can write that down if you guys want. You want to write that down? Okay. He got it? He got it? Okay, well, you still want me to write it down? Okay, I'll write it down. Okay. I'll go quick. This is a great question. Okay, this is the perfect, that's a lot of words, perfect thought leadership video template. Okay? We just made it fit. Okay, perfect. Okay, 1, powerful opinion. Powerful. I'll write it down. You guys can copy it. And if you have questions, we can go deeper. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I like it. Okay, you tell me something that I don't know, that hurts my brain, that stops me in my tracks, right? That you believe that other people don't believe. Number 2, you give me context. What does that mean? You just told me something weird that I don't understand. Make it make a little bit more sense to me. 1 more sentence, okay? 3, raise the stakes. Raise the stakes. What this means is you're going to tell me what happens if I don't do this. What happens? Like, I could just watch your video and then say, oh, that was cool, shut it off and go on with my life, and still have the same problem that I had when I came in and watching your video. What happens if I don't fix this immediately? What happens? Make it important to me. Make me feel it. Make me feel the pain so that I want to keep watching and follow through. Okay? 4, now you talk about your intro. They don't know who you are, right? Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm, I'm the happy dentist. What's your thing? Oh, the happy nurse. Okay, great. Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm the happy nurse, and blah, 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 blah. And every week I post videos talking about boom, boom, or at credibility statements. I'm a #1 New York Times selling best author, or whatever you want to say, right? This is where most people lead. You have to do this part first to capture their attention, right? But I still need to know who you are. So you treat me with 3 powerful sentences that rock me to my core, the stuff that you already know inside out. And then give me your intro, okay? 5, story. Yeah, okay. Who asked that? Example. Okay, great. Can we get our microphone? We'll workshop it. It's right here. Mel or, yeah? Oh, Chris has got it. Chris, all right. Okay. I don't know if we can write all this down. Powerful
I'll shut
opinion.
up next time.
Okay, I need note takers because we're going to get sentences and I want to write full sentences here, so
Okay.
I'm going to forget what she says. Okay. Powerful opinion. What do you believe that other people don't believe?
Ooh, should I say what we were talking about? Okay, so I believe that there are a lot of, oh gosh, what did I say? Oh my gosh, the difference between,
It's okay, you got it.
Okay.
I'm anxious
The difference
too.
between angry feminism and divine femininity. There is a difference.
Okay, what is the difference?
The difference is, I believe a lot of women are angry because they are not doing what they know they are capable of doing.
Okay.
And so they live their lives small,
Okay.
and they hide behind that, and they end up resenting people in their lives that they say are responsible for where they are in their lives. And so they're angry when really, when you claim your power and your greatness and you know what you're capable of, that's divinity. That's real power.
Got
That's
it.
real femininity. And I'm not mad at men. I don't hate men. I love them. So a perfect example. Okay. I'll
Okay,
stop.
finish the sentence. So we're gonna add some clarity here to make it faster. So you're angry, ladies. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know whose marker these are, but that's the red one. It's the same one that was messing up. Okay, I'll try writing it down because otherwise I'm gonna forget it. Ladies,
You're angry.
angry, and playing small
Yes.
because
Because you're blaming where you are on other people.
done. Stop. Does that hit? Right? Ladies, you're angry and playing small because you're blaming where you are. Oh my gosh, you are
On other people.
other people. Okay, boom. This is the thing. We want to do run-on sentences. We want to keep explaining. Stop. That's a powerful sentence. If ladies here, if you're watching this video, you have no idea who she is, and that's the first sentence. You press play, and boom. Ladies, you're angry and playing small because you're blaming where you are on other people. How does that hit? Right? Yeah, great. Okay. This is our first step, right? Powerful opinion, right? This is step number 1. And if you want, you can even write this stuff down, like type it up and write it down.
Okay.
And then, even if you need to read it into the camera just to get started, right? Okay, context sentence. So that hits home, but it's like, what just happened? I thought I was just clicking on a YouTube video, and now, like, my mind is about to be blown. One more sentence to explain what this means.
Okay. Oh gosh, I already said a lot. Okay.
It's good, we're workshopping it. This is how you make videos.
So explain what I mean.
Yeah.
So what happens is you make decisions based off of what you think other people expect of you or what you're supposed to do.
Okay?
And so you make decisions for your own life, whether it's blaming.
Okay, hold on. We're getting to get
Okay.
there. I like that. You're making decisions.
For your life based on what you think is expected of you or what other people want from you.
Stressing out here. Based on what you think people expect of you? I can't
Or
even read it
want from you,
myself.
yeah.
Think people expect of you. Okay, perfect. Done. Okay? Ladies, you're angry and playing small because you're blaming where you are on other people. You're making decisions for your life based on what you think people expect of you. Okay, and then you use the magic word. You went until, which is a perfect bridge. Step number 3 is raise the stakes. Make me care, make it hurt. Like if I don't change, my life is over. I'm going to stay where I am. So until what?
Oh gosh, this is a big one.
What's that?
Yeah. what do I want to say?
Until,
So am I saying the bad thing that happens right here? If you don't change it, is that what I'm doing?
no, well, until
No.
you decide to own your life,
Okay.
you're going
Yeah.
to what?
Until you decide to take accountability for
Okay.
your own decisions in your own life.
Then?
Your feelings, your actions.
No, too much.
Okay. Until you decide to take action in your life.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what, sorry.
I like ownership or accountability,
Ownership,
either one, whatever
ownership
feels.
or accountability.
Yeah.
Until you decide to take accountability for your decisions
Yeah.
that led you down the path that you're
No,
on.
too much.
Oh,
Until you decide to take ownership of your life,
okay.
then what? What happens?
Oh. Then
Make me-
you,
yeah,
then,
yeah, you're-
then you end up feeling resentful. Am I leading him down
And
the
make
path?
it bigger, like you will be resentful your entire life.
You'll be resentful your entire life.
Yeah.
You'll ruin your relationships, your
No,
marriage,
that doesn't matter. Yeah,
all that stuff.
too much. Yeah. No, but here's the thing. I love you, and I love for like playing along. But this is what most people do, and then you ramble. Like I don't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like you guys had that happen to you. This is how you keep it tight, right?
Okay.
You don't have to get everything into the first 3 sentences.
Yes.
This is a 10-minute video. We got
Got
lots
it.
of time to play with.
Got it.
On YouTube, right? So, ladies, powerful opinion. Ladies, you're angry and plain. I didn't even put small, just plain. Small, because you're blaming where you are and other people. 2, you're making this context sentence. You're making decisions for your life based on what you think people expect of you. Until you take accountability for your life, you will continue to live in regret, or you continue to live, I forget what we came up with.
With resentment.
Resentful, that's
Yeah.
better. Until you take accountability for your life, you will be resentful your entire life.
Yes.
Right? Now I'm just, instead of watching the video, now it's like, holy Christ, this is gonna, right? Do you guys feel it? You feel the difference? Right? Okay.
Okay.
Does that make
Thank
sense?
you.
Good
Yes.
example?
Yes.
Okay, give her a round of applause. So this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to write down 1, 2, 3. Think of a topic. Powerful opinion. Don't hedge. Don't say maybe. Don't say sometimes. Assume it's happening to this person, right? She's talking to ladies, so say ladies. You don't have to address men if you're watching this. Think about the ladies. That's not how you start a video. Hit me with something powerful, right? Context sentence to make a little more sense, and then raise the stakes. Until I do this, this is going to happen to me. I'm going to stay stuck forever, right? So you can write that out for every video that you make. 3 sentences, and keep it tight. No on and on and on and on, okay? 4, intro, right? Hi, I am, and I do this, and here's my credibility. And again, like 2 sentences, super short. Story, okay? Now you're telling me, people learn through stories. So you're telling me a story of that scenario, right? So of ladies not taking accountability for their lives. It could be your story. It could be a client story where you don't say the name, change situation so you're not identifying somebody. It could be somebody in the news that you're talking about. Any kind of story to make it make sense and hit home, because we love learning through stories. Okay? 6. Oh my gosh, these markers. Okay. I'm going to put address the hedge. Okay? Okay, so they've heard your first 3 sentences, they heard your intro, they heard your story. Now I'm in. It's like, yeah, she's right. This is exactly me. But, what are the buts? What are the yeah buts? What are the yeah buts that are going to go on in their head? What? Yeah, not necessarily that's not me, but like, yeah, but it's not the same thing. What? That's what? Not quite yet, but it's like, but I can't change, right? I can't change. You're different, or he's going to change, or my mom's going to change, right? I've tried it before, it didn't work, all of these things, right? And so we're helping, but this is for you. Like, what do you've worked with clients, you're working with people, you know the reaction the ladies are going to say. When you say this, you're helping people one-on-one, what do they respond with? What do they say? And then you address it. Now, you might be thinking, You might be saying, but this isn't me. You might be saying, well, I can never change. You might be thinking, I'm stuck here and I can't get out, right? Address the hedge. You don't have to go through all 100 hedges, right? Pick the number 1 hedge that you think people will have, and then you address it, okay? You've hit me with something powerful. You've explained it to me. You've made me feel the pain that if I don't change this, I'm going to hate my life forever. You've told me who you are with some credibility. We've gone into a really good story that now gets me emotionally connected. We've addressed the biggest hedges that people will have that reduces their reluctance to want to listen to you. Now we get to teaching. And what I want you to do is give me 3 tips. I want you to give me 3 specific, actionable pieces of advice on what I need to do next. How do I solve this problem? I'm with you now. This is where we all want to be. This is what we love doing. We love teaching, right? You got knowledge. You want to get it out there. But unless you go through this, people don't listen to this. You have to get them emotionally connected to you first, which is what this all does, and then you get to the teaching. So whatever the 3 points are that help women take more accountability for their life, which was our scenario, now you tell me what to do, right? Step number 1, watch Evan Carmichael videos every day, right? Yeah. Right? Whatever they are for you, right? Whatever you're already telling your women to do, that's what you put here. And then you have a call to action. So what do I do next? What am I supposed to do? Do you have a bonus? You have a guide? You have a website? Like, what do you want me to do as the next step? Because now I'm in your circle, right? This is the perfect thought leadership video template. Okay? Does that help? Yeah? Okay, good. We'll keep it up here. All right. This wasn't what I was supposed to talk about, but that was great. I want to address one thing. I see hands flying, and the time's counting down, and Brendan's going to give me the hook soon. We'll get to the questions. But one other thing I want to talk about. His original question wasn't necessarily this. It was how to make those coaching videos as well. What I would say is it's easiest when you're already doing some kind of speaking gig like this. If you're ever on stage, do Q&A. But an even easier way to do it is through Instagram Live. And it's what I told them backstage, Brendan and Dean, to do as well. When you go Instagram Live, bring people in. I was doing Instagram Live. I go Instagram Live almost every day. I went live last night from my hotel room upstairs, and a guy from Australia joined in. And he's in the hospital, and he's using my videos as a way to just stay motivated that he can beat the illness that he has, and he just wanted to come on and thank me. Fantastic. But you can also, most of my calls will involve somebody where I'm coaching, like this. Hey, how do I get more people on YouTube? Let me teach you the perfect thought leadership video template. We got it right there. So you go live, and then you bring people in, and you coach them, and you help them. And again, the goal is their boom, aha moment is what you want to show. Because if they can do it, they can get that moment with you, I can get it too. Now, Instagram is formatted this way. YouTube's formatted this way. All you do is, when you do Instagram, have you guys seen Instagram Live? You're on top, and your guest is underneath? Great. You cut that, and you put you to one side and the guest on the other side. You just take the top and put it there. And if you don't know how to do that and you can't hire an editor yet, great, just release it as a vertical video. I don't care. I care about the knowledge more than anything else.
Wait, can you say that? So on live, you're going to bring somebody else in?
Yep.
And coach?
Yep.
Okay.
Show me that you are the world's greatest at XYZ. Now, when you first go live, you may not have anybody join you at all, right? So, what's the ratio of time? Oh, you want a 10-minute plus video. You can go live for up to an hour on Instagram. This is a 10-minute plus video. 10 minutes.
How do you distribute 1 minute, 1 minute, or how do you want?
You cut the best part. You look at the audience retention curve. You see what people like. If people loved the story, that's what you cut. If people loved the first 3 sentences because it hit me hard, that's what you post. If people loved tip number 2, that's what you post. Right? Your data will show you. Even though you love the story, you're like, just an okay story.
My question is, in your original video on YouTube for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
How much time dedicated to each one?
So this is tight. This really depends on how long your story is versus how much you're going to teach inside the in the tips. This is tight, right? This is 15 seconds, 3 sentences. Intro is 3 sentences max. This then you have to play with. This becomes your whole video, right? Your story should be a couple minutes. Your address to hedge should be a couple minutes. Your teaching should be a couple minutes per point, right? So even if you talk quickly, this should be a 10-minute video. But if you go 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it's great because you're a deep well of knowledge. You have a lot to share. But for the Instagram Live, 1 to 3 a week. Yep. But it'll take you a week to make one at the beginning until you get good at it, just like everything else, right? You didn't learn to drive a car growing up either, right? You figured it out. It's the same thing.
You mean 3 IG lives per week cut for YouTube?
It could be. I want 3 videos public, post. IG Live is just easier because you just show up. You just say, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to help. What do you have for me, guys? At the beginning, nobody's going to show up on your IG Live unless you have already a following. But you have some people following you, right? You have like 100 people following you, right? Right? So here's what you do. No?
Actually, I'm new to social media.
Okay. Great. So, okay, who has at least 100 followers on Instagram? Okay, so but you do? You do have 100 followers? Yeah. Okay, great. So perfect. Here's what you do. Like everybody put their hand up almost. You DM them and you say, hey, I've started a new show on Instagram where I do free coaching. Can I help? Tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'm going to go live. Do you want me to coach you? Just show up and I'll invite you in and we'll do a coaching session together. So you book your first guests from the people who already follow you and like you and know you for the content you're putting up. After that, it starts taking life of its own. If you start doing it, if you're doing it every day for a month, right, you'll start getting people just showing up and following you. And then for me, when I go live, I don't book any guests. They just show up and I have 3 to 4 conversations in the hour and I help them, right? But at the beginning, you book your guests. I had some other, all the hands are like stressing me out. I had one other point though on that. What was I going to say? Oh, okay, before I forget, this is huge. When you go live on Instagram with a guest, it notifies both of your audiences that you went live. It's a huge hack. Okay, I'll say it again. What's that?
You go live with me now.
No, there's too much happening right now. Don't stress me out more. When you go, I'll say it again. When you go live on Instagram and you bring somebody else in, it notifies both of your audiences that you went live. So if you're going live on your channel, even if you have 100 followers, if you're going live with someone who has 10,000 followers, they're getting notified too that they just went live. And they're seeing you, right? So it's exposure. When I was getting new into Instagram and I figured it out through my niece went live, 12 years old, in school, and she goes live from her cafeteria. And her name is Stephanie, and so I join in, and I'm typing Stephanie, like, I asked to join in live, and so she invites me. Like, Stephanie, why are you live? Like, shouldn't you be at school? I was like, yeah. Eating lunch, here I am. And then all of a sudden, she's like, who are all these people who are like following me, right? Like, who are watching this? What's going on? And then I see, I don't know most of the people, but then I see a friend of mine, Bo, who lives in the UK, who joined in, and he said, great to be here or something. It's like, why is Bo following my 12-year-old niece? We got to have a conversation, Bo, right? Then I realized he's only seen it because I'm live, right? Right? He's not following my niece. All these people weren't. She's got like 4 followers or something, right? Because her parents kept it, private. Anyway, so that's where it sparked. It's like, all I have to do. Part of our ongoing strategy is I do interviews with people who have a bigger following than I do on Instagram, and I interview them, and then cut the video and put it to YouTube. But in the interview, they always say, I remember this one guy, he had 1 million+ followers on Instagram. I did an interview with him. I had 50,000 at the time, so it's still decent, but nowhere close. And then at the end, he's like, man, thank you so much for giving me all this exposure and introducing me to your audience. It's like, you brought like everybody here. Right? So if you're doing an IG Live with somebody and they have any kind of follower count, or at least more than yours, then you're also potentially hooking their audience in, right? And if they don't go live often, those people say, oh, why is she going live? Why is he going live, right? And so you gain exposure to a new audience. That's an extra little Instagram hack. But that helps you get easy videos to put to YouTube. Oh, okay, I got that off the chest, okay. Okay, she's got a big smile here. Oh, okay. Okay, Mel, okay, yes. Okay, Mel's gonna pick questions, so I don't have to stress out about who I'm picking and not picking. Okay, thanks, Mel.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cool.
I have 4 questions.
4 questions, okay, we have
They're
one.
so quick to answer.
No, the most important one, because his hand's like everywhere.
Okay, so ads everywhere in every video.
Ads?
Yeah, like letting YouTube put ads on your video.
Oh, yes. So you have an option, before, middle, and end. Those are the options you can put for the ads. You want to pick all of them. YouTube's not going to spam somebody and show them like 18,000 ads. YouTube's goal is to keep people on YouTube. So they're not going to show somebody an ad before, middle, and end. And it also depends on their whole viewing history, like what they've watched before and how many ads they've already seen in the session, right? So if you want to make money doing it, I would definitely suggest giving it as many options as possible, and then YouTube will help get you paid.
But it won't damage my performance of the video.
No.
That's what I was told.
No.
So it won't. Okay, good.
No.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, Mel. I'm not looking, I'm not watching who he's picking. It's not me, don't hate me.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, welcome.
Hi. Am I there? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I had a question. So I have videos that I've taken from Facebook that I've done because I tend to overtalk. So they're all over 10 minutes, which is great for me. But they're all in YouTube. They're all up, but I don't have a following. So how do I create that? Is there something on the back end that I have to do, or is it just starting to put YouTube links into my emails and other things and just syncing those? Because they're all in there. There's maybe over 60 or 70.
Oh, great.
But
Are you still posting, or did you just throw them all up together,
no,
or what?
Every week I go through and download ones from Facebook that were relatively decent, but
Okay.
still working on, obviously, this whole framework was amazing.
Okay, so a couple of things to look at. One, look at your audience retention curve. Go back and look at your most popular videos and see where you're falling off. Because if you're hitting 20% at 1 minute, YouTube's never going to promote those videos.
Okay.
You're basically telling YouTube, my videos suck, and they're not going to promote it.
Yeah.
Right? So, but that's fine. You just fix.
I just have to find that. That's
Yeah.
something I haven't looked at yet.
Yeah, go in analytics,
Yep.
Google it. It's not super
Okay.
difficult to find. Or I'm here tomorrow, bring your laptop and I'll help you.
Okay.
Next, things to look at, your thumbnail have to be clickable, right? Have a fantastic thumbnail that makes people want to click. We're not playing for search. Don't think of YouTube as a search engine. It is. It's the second largest search engine in the world. But most of the views don't come from search. Trying to stuff keywords into your title, you're going to lose. The real views for channels that blow up are from suggested. Those are the videos down the side and at the bottom. If you think about your own experience, you search, you find one video, and then you see all these other videos on the side, like, I'm going to click on that, I'm going to click on that, I'm going to click on, right? That's the game you want to win. So it's not about just the keywords, it's about having a thumbnail that's clickable, having a title that's clickable, and then making sure you're at 1 to 3 a week. If you stop posting, you're not going to be as relevant. And then again, also paying attention to the audience retention just at the beginning.
Sweet. Thank you.
What's that? What's
Thank
the
you.
thumbnail? No, what is a good thumbnail? Oh, I was showing Brendan the one that I just made. I don't even know where my phone is. That's actually kind of freaking me out. Okay, so here's the thumbnail. You get to, I've never drawn a thumbnail, and I'm so excited. This is amazing. Okay, this is my best performing thumbnail. I've done 1,700 thumbnail tests. This is the best one that's crushing right now. This is a thumbnail that turned my 255-year-old video a day, 250 views, into 6,000 to 12,000. Okay, this is it, as a thought leadership video. Okay, so far so good. This is our thumbnail box. Okay, decent. Okay, we're off to a good start. Okay, here's what I want. What? Oh, this is all my videos. But, okay, I want a logo. I want to know what your video looks like. So bottom left, never bottom right, because there's a number. There's a video length. You're going to cover it up. People won't see your logo. So bottom left, top right. I've had the most success bottom left. So bottom left is your logo. Just steal this from me and you can play with it later, right? We've done 1,700 tests. We're doing something right. Okay. Okay? Right? That's pretty good. My son would be proud. Okay. Giant face. Giant. Remember, people are looking at your thumbnail off their phone. It's tiny. You may want to have your full body shot because you look nice in this new dress or whatever, but you can't see it. I need to see whites of the eyes. Whites of the eyes and emotion. Don't put your LinkedIn profile picture as the thumbnail. Emotion. You don't fake it. Don't be like fake rage or fake whatever, but emotion. What are you actually feeling? And whites of the eyes zoomed in. Most people's thumbnails are way too zoomed out. The only exception I've seen is in the fitness niche, where you're doing a video on how to develop the perfect butt, right? So you show the butt and legs, or abs, and you show the, right? It's you have to see the body. But thought leadership videos, you're the brand. I want to see your face. And then here, 2 to 3 lines of text. That's a powerful quote from the video. Just like our first, you can even lean from the first sentence in the video. That's a powerful opinion. Hit me with a quote. Something powerful is going to stop me in my tracks. We use a dark background here, so this would be kind of black or dark. This would be all white with one power word in our accent color, which ours is gold. But you want to have an accent color that pops. Turn the saturation to max. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Use Photoshop, turn your saturation to max so it really stands out. Black background, white text, gold, or your own color, 3 lines. This is a fantastic template. This is my best template right now. It works. We use Photoshop. We use Photoshop. You can use Canva, or you can hire a designer. Or you can work with somebody on Fiverr. You can even just take what I'm doing, like look at my thumbnails and say, like, make me look like this. Right? It's a good start. Like it's a great template versus what most people are typically doing. What's that? It's not the title, it's a sentence. This is way more important than the title. People are visual. People are visual. And I want this to be you. If you have a guest, if you're interviewing somebody, like you have a podcast interview that you're doing both of you, then you have both of you here. A little zoomed out, like it might be the chest now because you have 2 people on the thumbnail. But I want you to have 1 face or 2 face, 3 lines of text. And this is critical. A similar design across all your videos. Consistency in the design matters because when I look down the side in suggested, I want to know what your video looks like. If your design is changing all the time, your video might be showing up on the side, but I don't even know that it's your video. I just loved the first video. I don't know that this one's yours, so I'm not going to click on it. So consistency in the thumbnail design makes a big, big, big difference because you want to teach people. The best thing you can teach people is if they watch 1 of your videos, they watch 8. If you're doing that, YouTube's going to promote the heck out of you. Okay? Winning thumbnail design. I'm not picking questions. Are we picking? Okay, I saw his hand. Let's go here. We got Mel at the back, or Chris? Or just yell. Oh, okay, don't yell. Don't yell. Don't yell.
Thanks for your help. Can you talk through copy and tag strategy in the bottom part of it?
Tag is 0.
Tag is 0, okay.
Tag is 0. Don't waste your time on tags. Description, a little bit. A tiny little bit. Like the copy is these 3. This is what you want to obsess over. What's the copy? This is what we do a lot of split testing on. What is the copy here? Then the title of the video itself, which is a longer form of this. Right? Like if you look at your powerful opinion, that's your sentence. Take a shorter version of that and make it your title, and a shorter version of that and make it your thumbnail text. Description, just a quick, like even if you're looking at your first 3 sentences that you've written out, you can put that in your description, and then links to your social and whatever, where to find you. But description is almost nothing, and tags are 0.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. Chris has the hard job.
If you already have videos on YouTube, would you suggest going and changing all the
Yes,
thumbnails?
yes,
So
yes.
all of them.
1,000%. That's what I was talking to Brendan backstage too. Looking at his old thumbnails, like, oh my God, you have such a huge, look at my video, 5 years old. We switched it in January and takes off, right? You can't do that anywhere else. Yeah, absolutely. Chris, yeah?
What's your thoughts on YouTube Live?
Don't do it. Yeah, YouTube Live sucks. It really bothers me because I love YouTube, but YouTube Live sucks. Those videos die. The only reason to do it would be for a launch or a promotion. When you go live, it sends an email to everybody who subscribed to you that you went live, which is fantastic. Otherwise, it only sends emails to people who subscribe to your channel and then ask for it, right? People opted into notifications. When you go live, it sends it to usually almost everybody. So you can get a lot of people right away to something, but those videos die. So the first point of your content lives forever, not lives. So I would do the live as a promotion. As like, I'm just launching my new course, here it is, and answer questions kind of thing. And then maybe save that as a webinar if you want to use it somewhere else, but not as a content organic strategy.
Many of us are thought leaders within a certain industry, but we want to coach another.
Yeah.
Do you recommend starting a whole other channel for that, or do you leverage, like, I have like 6,000 subscribers for my dental channel, but as I start to coach, right, it's a different audience. Now I'm talking to doctors. What do you recommend there?
Different audiences, different channels. So it's like, I have a Spanish channel with 100,000 subscribers. I have a Russian channel with 100,000 subscribers, right? you're talking to a different language. If you're talking the same language, then it's okay. Like if Dean makes a video coaching somebody, even though he's never released too many videos or any about coaching people, you'll still watch it because it's still in the same realm of what he's doing, right? But otherwise, it's not a fit. The clock is 30 seconds, so I'm out of time. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. If you have a podcast or interview show and want me to be a guest on it, I have two options for you. There's a link right there next to me. Go click it, and I look forward to being a guest on your show.